Number one, the upfront cost is higher. The second thing, they use more energy, higher energy bills because they take a lot more power to cool your home. The unit's lifespan is shorter while the unit's cycling off and on too many times per day. It's not doing a good job keeping a nice, steady, even temperature throughout the home.
This is the Checka Pro Radio Show. Checka Pro Joe has assembled a team of pre-qualified home service contractors to bring you the latest in services, products, and techniques. Now, here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Checka Pro Joe.
Sometimes bigger isn't always better in terms of your air conditioning system. A lot of people say, hey, I want the biggest AC unit because I want to be cooler than my neighbors. I'm not so sure it works like that. So I've asked my friend, Bruce Gammon. He is an expert in air conditioning and heating from Gammon's Heating and Cooling. Bruce, how are you?
I'm great, Joe. How are you?
Hey, I'm fantastic. So bigger's not always better, right? I'm pretty sure about this. It's not necessarily bigger for more cooling. I think it has to be sized right, doesn't it?
Well, maybe if you're out fishing, maybe if you're moose hunting, bigger could be better.
Okay, yeah.
But let's talk about air conditioning here for a minute.
All right.
Or even heating. Oversized air conditioning units. Number one, the upfront cost is higher. The second thing, they use more energy, higher energy bills because they take a lot more power to cool your home. The unit's lifespan is shorter. What does that mean? While the unit's cycling off and on too many times per day. It's not doing a good job keeping a nice, steady, even temperature throughout the home. When we oversize heating and air conditioning systems, the system comes on, it brings the house down to the set point that you're asking for with your thermostat, and it shuts off very quickly. Then everybody knows what the next thing happens. The house warms right back up or cools right back off. And guess what? The system comes back on again. So we're starting and stopping the system too many times per hour, which has a big impact on the mechanical components of that system. They don't last.
You know, I was going to say, when we are trying to, in the heat of the summer, to reduce humidity, which can happen to us, it's important that that system isn't cycling on and off too often, because we could have, when we have humidity here in Maine, we could have a problem with the AC system not doing its job as a dehumidifier.
Absolutely. That's absolutely correct. So a air conditioning system is a moisture removal system. That's what that does. So when we oversize systems, it doesn't run long enough to really pull that moisture out of the air like it needs to. So the humidity levels tend to stay higher in the space when you have an oversized system. So people will complain, it's 68 degrees in here, but the humidity is really hot. You have an oversized system. It's not running long enough to really get the moisture out of the air and do its job.
Yeah, so if you've got a 1,200 square foot home and Gammon says, hey, we think it's a 3-ton you need, well, we're pretty sure it's a 3-ton, don't say you want the 5, because you have to understand, at Gammon's, they're professionals. They actually know, through science, through numbers, how to size the system. They're professionals. That's what they do. So it's really, really important. Size does matter sometimes. It needs to be a little smaller.
That is correct, Joe. That's correct.
Yeah.
You got that right.
For all of your heating and air conditioning needs, if you just need some questions answered, I know Gammon's will even help you over the phone. Just give them a call. All their contact information is located in the description of this podcast. Bruce, as always, thank you so much for joining me today on the program.
Thank you, Joe.
Checka Pro is your local source for pre-qualified contractors. Stay tuned for more of the Checka Pro Radio Show.